So, ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know why I said ladies and gentlemen, but hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Miraj, and of course, as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to give this video a thumbs up, and of course, to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates from this channel. So my dear old bestie Sophie Chandauka must have thought that I forgot about her. Well, no, Sophie, I did not forget about you, because she strikes yet again using one of her minions. Sophie, my clothes are in you the way your clothes are into sentebale. What we're not going to let you do is mess with the lives of people who are supposed to be benefiting from what? From this charity organization. And listen, Harry right now is super occupied with the court appeal case in the UK. And also, guys, he was in Ukraine. He went to Ukraine. Now, this man, this is a man Sophie Chandauka wants to tarnish. Kama will properly deal with her, because after, he is in the midst of a battle, fighting for the security of his family. The media is just writing articles, even blaming him for overshadowing the king, for crying out loud. And then after that, he went to the Ukraine to meet with some of the members of the Invictus Games team, the Ukraine team, and he also witnessed a surgery. This just speaks volume about Harry and what he is doing to veterans, servicemen and women all over the world. And I think that is something that is really, really, remarkable. That just speaks volume of how his heart is big for people and how much he just wants to put change into this world. So back to my dear bestie, Agent of Chaos, Sophie Chandauka. A lot has been happening. But what we're now about to let you do is think we have forgotten that you're lying on a prince who's only, two princes actually, but you just decided to target one. We have Prince Seeiso and we have Prince Harry. What we're not going to let you do is play with something they've built from the ground, something that is helping a lot of people, so many people. So one of Sophie's minions has a message for us, the Sussex squad. You heard that right? She has a message for us, the Sussex squad, for the people who are pro Harry and Meghan. The trolls in the Sussex squad, and she claims that Harry messed up the minute she claims that Prince Harry messed up by bailing so fast. No. I beg to disagree with you. Harry did not mess up. Actually, what he did, what both Prince Seeiso and the trustees did was actually amazing, because look what Sophie Chandauka is just telling on herself. She just set herself up. Harry did the right thing, because he was not going to sit back and let someone play or tear down something he's passionate about, something he's worked so hard to build from the ground, up. He's not about to let that happen, and he rather stay away than witness or be a part of breaking or tearing down his charity. So Carmel Gaillard, the executive director of the Sentebale, has just issued a new statement. At any point of significant change in an organization's journey, conflict can arise. We acknowledge this openly and with a spirit of reflection and forward momentum. We are deeply grateful for the service, time, and passion of our outgoing trustees. We are also saddened that our co-founding patrons have made the decision to step down from their duties as patrons for the foreseeable future. The belief in our mission and early leadership helped shape the foundation of our work, and for that we remain thankful. We will always be the founders of sentebale. They will always be the founders of sentebale. Good governance is essential to the strength and credibility of any organization. We are committed to upholding the highest standards and look forward to working with our incoming trustees and our chair to ensure this remains a core part of our operations. That said, it's important to remember that the heart of our organization is and always has been the dedicated teams on the ground in Lesotho and Botswana. They're the ones working daily with our young people, delivering vital programs that support health, build economic resilience, and address the urgent challenges of climate change. Thanks to their commitment and the trust of our local partners, supporters, and donors, the work continues. We are, as ever, focused on providing children and young people across Southern Africa with the tools they need for a brighter future. Camille Gaylord, Executive Director. Dr. Sophie Chandauka, Camille, and the leadership team are no pushovers. They're fierce lionesses, exuding elegance and strength, always putting the charity and its people first. I'm seriously impressed by how they've held their ground through the relentless media assault. Sentebale is only going to grow bigger and better from here. Prince Harry messed up by bailing so fast, but the truth will come out eventually. The way they've handled the communications has been damn near flawless, top tier. Just because Harry founded it does not mean he gets a free pass if he's not prioritizing the charity's needs over his and his wife's personal agenda. Like, first and foremost, back to Sophie, Sophie's minion. These are Sophie's minions, by the way, who think there's nothing wrong with how, like, they're not holding her accountable for things she's done. The fact that you have the audacity, the sheer audacity to steal someone else's charity as your own and say, look, we'll live on, everything goes on. How dare you? How dare you? So, Sophie Chandauka'S Minion, Camille Gillett, who's also an executive at Sentebale, was like, oh, it's sad that the co-founders stepped down, but we're going to go on with the new trustees. Do you know what happened to loyalty? What happened to respect? You mean your patrons, Prince Seeiso and Prince Harry, literally stepped down, and instead of feeling bad and sad about that, you're like, okay, we are grateful for your services, but we are going to go on with the new trustees on board. That's basically what you're saying. And that's crazy. Sophie Chandauka and this woman, they're no lionesses. Sophie Chandauka is a fraud. I cannot emphasize that enough. This woman is a fraud. Because what do you mean? You see how Minion is saying, focus on climate change and the young people. What are you talking about climate change? This is a charity that's supposed to be about youth, people, orphan kids, about HIV and AIDS. Mind you, HIV and AIDS is literally, a lot of people in the Southern Africa, both Botswana and Lesotho, have a high number of HIV infection rates. But this woman, instead of focusing on that, she's literally focusing on climate change. Mind you, this is not why Harry and Prince Seeiso founded this charity. Don't get me wrong. I know climate change itself is a problem and it's need to be addressed. Don't get me wrong on that. I can acknowledge that. But one thing I am having trouble is why you bringing climate change to this charity that its own core, like their core force, is about people living with HIV, AIDS, poverty, the youth. That is it. That is orphan kids, helping them, building them up. Why is it? And do you guys know who else is involved? Champions climate change. Willie. Lazy Willie, Prince William. So this woman is saying, like, the fact that she said, she said, it's important to remember that the heart of our organization is and always has been the dedicated teams on the ground in Lesotho and Botswana. They are the ones working daily with young people, delivering vital programs that support health and resilience. Good governance is essential. No, this is what I wanted to say. Good governance is essential to the strength and credibility of an organization. We're committed to upholding the highest standards and look forward to working with our incoming trustees and our chair to ensure this remains a core part of operations. So you basically are just like Sophie Chandauka, because it means you played an active role in taking this charity hostile. It's a hostile takeover, and you playing that, because if people who are loyal people, when your patrons step down and the other trustees all step down, that's something that should raise eyebrows. You should be like, okay, but you're like, they stepped down, but don't worry, we're going on, we live or we keep going. Let's just keep going. There's a part that hit me that at any point of significant change in an organization's journey, conflict can arise. We acknowledge this openly with a spirit of reflection and forward momentum. And I remember that she also talked about doing the right thing. Here's the thing, Camille Gaylord, but the right thing is for Sophie to step down. These kids are missing out. They're the beneficiaries of this charity. You took someone else's charity, They both founded in honor of their late mothers. They've worked so hard to bring it up to where it is right now. The right thing to do is actually step aside, because you are mismanaging funds. There's misconduct. You are asked to step down. That's when you ran to the media, brought Megan in when she had nothing to do with this. That's where I have a problem. And the fact that this woman, Camille Gillett, she's an executive at Sentebale. So basically, she is Sophie Chandauka'S minion. Just came forward to say this, to spew this. You don't even have shame. Instead of saying, "Oh, Harry, we hope we find somewhere where the patrons can come. It's sad that they're not here. We work something." Are you like, "Oh, I know they left." They left, but guess what? The new trustees are coming in, and together with the chair, who is a clown, Sophie Chandauka'S, we're going to go on. We're going to move on as if nothing happened. That's where I have a problem. I don't understand why you can be so comfortable stealing someone else's charity as your own and going on. That is crazy. And here's my thing. Sophie Chandauka'S has known to be participating in wholesale takeovers of big companies, major companies. She's worked for top companies. My thing is, why are you so fighting so hard to be at such a small charity? That is my thing, because you've worked in major companies. You have Nandi Sanses, a company that you co-founded with your brother Tinashe Chandauka'S, who also magically was a consultant at Sentebale. And most of the people who were consultants, you remember she took out $400,000 to bring in consultants, external consultants, to come up with fundraising ideas and sponsors, which, by the way, she blew that money, because it did not happen. They did not come up with anything to fund or for sponsors or donors or whatever. And it turns out most of these consultants were actually related to Sophie Chandauka'S in one way or another. It's either through they've known each other for a long time, it's either their family or their friends. So basically, you took these funds and you diverted them right to your family and friends. And the kids are the ones that are missing out. And also, this is supposed to be a volunteering position. You demanded a salary. Crazy, right? And even when Harry offered you $150,000 as compensation for you to step down, no, you was like, that is so little. No, I want $2,000 a day. What? $150,000? Do I look like $150,000 to you? Mind you, this charity brings in $1 million. So take minus the $400,000. What do you get? 600 minus $1 million minus 400,000, you get, I'll leave the maths to my mind is running fine, but basically the children remain like with $100,000, because minus the $400,000 for consultation minus the 700, you're left with around $100,000 or $200,000 for the kids. And that is sad. And when she was called out, the minute she was called out to step down, that's when she ran to the media. It's because she knew the money, she saw the money, she had a taste of the money, and she decided, hell no, I am not letting this go. Oh, hell no. I've seen this. You mean $1 million? I can make this. Why should I step down? This woman does not care about sentebale's interests. Because if she did, she would have stepped down. Or rather, why don't you go open another charity in your home, Zimbabwe, which is also in need of, helping. I can never just steal someone else's something and just not feel guilty. Like, what? Where's my conscience? Why would I steal someone else's something, make it my own, and go on as if it's nothing? What do you think people look at you and see like, hey? So I wanted you to update that this Minion, also they're warning the Sussex trolls. Like, we don't know what we're saying. They're lionesses. They're lionesses. It's crazy. Sometimes I see these things and I'm like, holy shit. She did not. Like, so her Minion, that was Camille Gillett. That's what she said, that they're going on as if like nothing happened with the new trustees and their current chair. And also remember, the UK Charity Commission is also looking into this. They're investigating. Hopefully they do a good job, a fair job, because it's the UK and we know with Charles and William what they're capable of. I'm just praying it's fair. So as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'm Erat, and I will see you in my next video.